You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
First off, welcome. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Welcome. I just upgraded. I did a full upgrade on my whole, Black Friday. A lot of this podcast and shit be, a lot of the different streaming softwares be having good ass sales. And so I just sort of revamped my whole studio and on this end. So I don't know, maybe these new plugins on that bullshit. I don't know. But welcome. Exposure season. We are here to talk about that today. It's like, oh my God, every time you look up, somebody's getting called out for something. Every time you look up, somebody is getting called out for something. And we're not going to sit here and act like I didn't call it out last year. Remember last year when I read the year? I told y'all what was coming. I said, I told y'all what was coming. I said, this is the year of exposure. 7 of Hearts. We're about to start seeing things. Agendas be exposed, people be exposed. And I also said on my reading of the year last year that you're going to start to see more and more of this exposure as the year goes along. And my, is that not happening these days? Again, what's up, chat? What's up, Bruce, Isaiah, Edwards, Greg, Boston Queenie? Thank y'all for joining. We're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on this year. We're going to talk a little bit about what is coming up and going into next year. That's what we're going to do. Freezes again, I'm going to quit out of here and just talk to y'all from my phone. If this thing freezes again, give it like a minute or two. If I don't come back, I'm telling y'all right now, if this freezes again in chat room, I need y'all to help me out. If it freezes again and y'all don't hear me come back after like 30 seconds or a minute or so, just know that I'm about to quit out and do this from my phone and just be on my camera because I just uploaded. I just revamped my whole studio. And I got like all kind of new plugins. And I can see right now that might be an issue. So I'm gonna run this ad. And I'm telling y'all right now, if this shit freezes again, I will be off here, and y'all will see me live from my phone after about 5 minutes if this motherfucker freezes again. But let me go ahead and run this ad from my sponsor, so at least we can get this in. All right. This some bullshit, y'all. Here we go.
I am America's stepchild, and this is my diary. This diary is dedicated to the descendants of American slaves. Born in the projects, ass out, the beginning was the end for me. No time to pout. Born in the projects, ass out, the beginning was the end for me. After 20 years of silence since the Miami Beach police assaulted me and almost killed me for absolutely no reason without being held accountable, with the support of the white supremacy religion system, namely judges, lawyers, and municipality, I tell my story.
Diary of American Stepchild. I need y'all to get that right now on Amazon. It is available right now on Amazon. Make sure you put the 3 Ks in there for the American Stepchild part. But yeah, no, I'm saying I'm dealing with freezing issues. I just got a new stream. I got my studio is looking. It's not looking, but it's on the back end. When it's all put together, it's gonna be a little higher upgrade. And I think I'm gonna start back getting on camera next. Well, not next week. We got the next. Once everything's put back together, I've been over here. I've been over here cooking, y'all. I've been cooking, so a lot of stuff changes. But I'm saying that all those plugins I installed last night is starting to freeze the shit out of this. Anyway, we here. So it is exposure season. And oh my God, people are coming out left and right. I'm telling y'all this year, the 7 Hearts here, this year, I told y'all last year, this is the year that whatever you've been putting out, good, bad, or indifferent, that is coming out. And there's been a lot of people out there been doing a lot of bullshit, for a long time. Doing people wrong. Mistreating people. This ain't the year for people who's been living that kind of life. And I'm telling y'all, next year is going to be even worse. Because next year is the 8 of Hearts year. Let me give you a slight little preview for next year. And I'm going to do a full reading on next year in a couple weeks. Probably the first or second week of December, I'll do a full reading on what's to come in 2024. But in 2024, what we can expect in that 8 of Hearts year is a physical confrontation. So this is one of those things where, because 8 of Hearts is physical, it's passion. It's about passion, the things that you're most passionate about, the things that you express at the highest level of expression. And for a lot of people express themselves violently. I could say unfortunately, because we should be more mature as a species, as a human species, than to express ourselves through these violent means. But truth is, a lot of people, that's how they express themselves. So next year's going to be a tough year for those people who express themselves through violent means, because it's all about passion. Another thing we're going to be seeing next year is the same way we're seeing like a lot of these celebrities and these athletes getting exposed for sexual misconduct, because 7 Hearts is all about crossing boundaries. And a lot of the boundaries, people who've been crossing physical boundaries, they've been getting exposed this year. Well, next year's an 8 year, and 8s deal with finances. 8 deals with money. 8 deals with banking. And so what we're going to be seeing next year, the same way a lot of these Hollywood deviants have been exposed, and not just Hollywood deviants, government deviants, Eric Adams, ex-Governor Cuomo. We're going to start seeing that a lot next year with people who are controlling money. In 2024, a lot of your people who are your politicians and your your heads of business and finance, the ones who've been irresponsible with our money, the ones who've been doing all kind of fuck shit with the coin. We're going to start seeing a lot of them come. That's what you're going to be seeing in 2024. But so far this year, God damn. Shit. Let's go through some of the stuff that let's just go through this last month. I'm not even going to go throughout the whole year. Let's just go over the stories that have come out over the last couple weeks, shall we? We're gonna stick here as long as we can. As long as we ain't buffering no more, we're going to stay here on the internet. This bitch want to buffer again, I'm getting on my phone. In one way, this is some of the, not all exposure is bad exposure. You know, for the jest, it's a good thing that exposure is happening. Because as we see right here, this is what's been coming out. Fulton County prosecutors dropped charges against Ludacris's manager, Shaka Zulu, citing self-defense in 2022 Buckhead parking lot shooting. This brother was in his right. He was defending himself. He was there to mind his own business, and someone came and aggressed him. So we're seeing a brother get off. Let's start it off on a positive level. You dig? Everything ain't negative. Well, all of it's positive. Well, I'll take it back. Exposure is exposure. I think all of it's positive, if you ask me. I like when people that do good get rewarded and get compensated and get acknowledged for doing good. And I like when people who do right, when their names get cleared. So one way this Seven Hearts has worked this year is names being cleared. Brother's name was cleared. More situations. We saw situations like, hold on. You know, we've seen a few times this year where people's names have been cleared that have been associated with misgivings and things like that. So we can start off by showing in the last month names being cleared of wrongdoing, which is always a good thing if you ask me. Then you got this situation here with Marcellus Wiley. Unfortunately, he's from LA too. I think he's from Compton. But you know, Marcellus Wiley, I don't watch him sports shows, and I did. He likes playing the good Negro. You know, he likes playing the Negro that has everything together, and all the other Negroes need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. He a bootstrap nigga. I think it's bullshit oftentimes when people can go back way, 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 way far. Sometimes it's bullshit. Sometimes it's not. I'm not saying this brother did what he did or not. I don't know. I haven't investigated the situation. But I'm here to say this. If he did, it'll come out. If he didn't, it'll come out. This time of bullshit is over. If whoever's accusing him is on some fly shit and they trying to get some bread, they trying to get exposed. I mean, they really don't want no conviction. They really don't want anything, you know, out of it other than, you know, and if they're lying, the liars will be exposed. So if whoever's accusing these people are lying, they will be exposed too. This is what I like about what's going on this year. And the white boys are getting called out. Heard stories about Jimmy Iovine being a creep since day one. Finally, some stories are getting out. Mind you, this is the man that was around when Suge Knight was doing all that shit in Death Row Records. He was around with all the accusations that I throwing Suge Knight's way, and Death Row Records, all the accusations that I throwing Dr. Dre's way and Aftermath. Jimmy was around too. Jimmy was around too. He ain't innocent. You dig? This motherfucker ain't innocent. And we as a community, we've been letting this motherfucker Jimmy Iovine skate way too long. Telling those lies about paying to get Tupac out of prison. That was Suge and those guys. Yeah, of course, he gave the final yes, but he wasn't gonna do shit. They had to go to him for the money, but it ain't like he the one that did it. You know, he the one that brought us Eminem. They like putting that on Dr. Dre. But if you go back and listen to the story, it was Jimmy Iovine who walked Eminem's tape into Dr. Dre and asked him to put it together to produce him. You know, this nigga here, we've been seeing this nigga on camera off and on Cuba Gooding Jr. doing creepy shit. I hope this brother gets it together, but that still don't take away from the fact that we've seen this nigga on camera doing creepy shit. And I'm not saying he did or he didn't, but it is coming out, you know? You got this motherfucker right here who he's been spending all of his time bringing migrants to New York, not giving the resources to the black folks that deserve him out there, who fought for him, using his black face for migrants. Now he facing shit from 93. What's up with all these niggas getting exposed from 93? Man, look, man, all these motherfuckers are getting exposed from back when the World Trade Center was still around. Like, what the goddamn? Again, I'm not saying any of these people are guilty. I don't know. And again, when I read my cards for entertainment purposes. I don't know. I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you what's out there. We're just reporting on the news. So we just seen these things come out, and this is all the last month. Of course, you heard about Diddy and "Don't Be Afraid." Aaron Hall. That song, "Don't Be Afraid," take on a whole new meaning, brother. Every time I lay at night, all I do is cry. It's starting to come out. Aaron Hall's a lot more like R. Kelly than we thought. Like, damn. I've been saying for a long time that R. Kelly stole Aaron Hall's whole stilo. Cause give me that honey love. That R. Kelly kind of changed his stilo after, when he went solo and took on that whole Aaron Hall aesthetic. Was even singing like him a little bit. Now we saying maybe they was more like than we thought. Woompty wamping and a boomty bamping. What the fuck is going on? And it's funny. Y'all know Brent Taylor from All That Digital, little short nigga. I love Brent. That's my dog. One of my day ones in this game. Brent used to live. I did Brent's podcast once about 3 or 4 years ago. Brent used to live next door to Aaron Hall. Not next door, like their apartments were like on the same block, like different apartment buildings. But and this nigga Brent saw Aaron Hall walking out of a motel. No, actually, where Aaron was staying. I think Brent said he was staying like either in that motel, staying somewhere. But that nigga Brent like literally trolled Aaron Hall for being homeless. And I heard that story from Boo Capone. I gotta find that video I did on Brent's podcast where he talked about trolling Aaron Hall for staying like in a little motel next to his apartment. That was a funny ass story. But Cartoon makes a good point. 33 sacrifice numbers, yeah. What the hell is going on? Then you got this motherfucker right here, this white boy. Again, this is all just in the last month. This is all just in the last few weeks, last month. This white boy, Josh Giddy, NBA player, he's on video being all lovey-dovey, huggy-huggy with a 15-year-old girl. Let's see how far they take that. Let's see how far they investigate that, y'all. Huh. Huh. Let's see. Let's see. Because you saw Black player Kyrie Irving put out a tweet a couple years ago. They called him everything short of a child of God from a tweet promoting a movie. This white boy is on video with an alleged 15-year-old girl. What's going on? I think I'm gonna read some of these people's cards in the chat. When I'm done going through this scroll, you guys tell me whose cards y'all want me to read out of the people that I'm exposed the people that we're talking about. Out of everyone that I bring up, I want the chat room to tell me whose cards y'all want me to read out of these people, and I'm gonna read they cards. So when I'm done going through these people who've been exposed this month, I'm gonna pull the cards of one of these people and see what's going on. Y'all in the chat room, but this is chat room participation. I want y'all to tell me, all right? Then you got ex-assistant to former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo filed sexual harassment lawsuit. Didn't his brother over on CNN get like sexual harassment accusations too? Who raised the Cuomo brothers? Like, was their father at home? Is there what's going on in their community? What's going on in that community for all this, for all these sexual allegations? Yeah, his brother was fired from CNN over sexual allegations. That's 2 for 2. Was his father at home? And if their fathers were at home, what were their fathers doing to these two? Because for 2 brothers to be both alleged to have sexual misconduct allegations against them, that shows me a communal societal failure. Is it just me, y'all? Am I doing too much? Yeah, their dad was the governor of New York back in the 80s. Like, what's going on here? So someone needs to investigate their father and his time in office. Who were the women that worked with their fathers? Since if we're going to take the statute of limitations off when you can file these suits, let's talk to some of the women who worked with their father. Let's go back and review some of the policy their fathers enacted. Mario Cuomo. That motherfucker served as governor for almost a damn decade. What about all of his other positions? Lieutenant governor. Oh my God, you New Yorkers, y'all been under shit. We maybe need to do a forensic analysis of what the citizens of New York have gone through when you're dealing with a former governor who's accused of sexual assault, whose brother, who is a media pundit, accused of sexual assault. We really have to ask, what was going on in that home? Yeah, same with Bruce. Yeah, same with Joe Biden. Joe Biden with all those degenerate kids, drug addict kids, kids that have had sexual assault. What is going on in the community? I don't get it. These people are so uncouth. They're so uncouth. And this was a good one. Derek Chauvin stabbed in federal prison. My question was, why is he in federal prison in Arizona? They trying to protect us. They tried to send his ass to Arizona to protect him, so them niggas in Minneapolis wouldn't get at him. And they still got his ass in Arizona. So it's a lot of going on. It's a lot of goings on here, y'all. Oh yeah, Elliot Spitzer and the New York his sexual. You remember Anthony Weiner? Wasn't Anthony Weiner from New York? Let's go into that. New York, what's up? Elliot Spitzer, his old weird ass. And he had some sexual shit going on. I remember that now. Remember this? He looked like a sexual deviant. Look at this nigga. Elliot Spitzer. God damn. He looked like he done busted more boy booty than a Catholic popes and priests. Jesus. You had him, Giuliani, Trump. We all know Trump's a fucking creep. Oh yeah, and so Anthony Weiner is from see Vesey, thanks for that. Anthony Weiner is from NYC. It's like, God damn, do you have to be a sexual deviant to be a politician in New York? I thought California was bad because I'm sorry, I'm hard on my state because there's a whole bunch of fucking creeps and weirdos here. I didn't really pay attention to how creepy New York was until now. Look how he looking at that woman. That nigga nose probably bigger than his dick. Because here in California, it's mostly San Francisco though. You got weirdo ass. I'm already knowing Governor Newsom's a weirdo. There's stories about Newsom and bathhouse behavior in San Francisco that came out about 20 years ago. Well, in the 90s, I ain't gonna forget that. I remember hearing about Newsom and his whole bathhouse shit back in the 90s and the 2000s. So it's only a matter of time before California Governor Newsom gets exposed. I just hope that this California Reparations Task Force gets implemented and they recommendations and we get chipped off our bread before that happens. Then once we get our bread, then they can expose him for whatever the fuck they want to expose him for. But we got Kamala Harris. I know she's a freak. She was fucking on Sweet Dick Willie Brown. Kamala Harris fucked her way to the top, according to her. Her and Sweet Dick Willie. So I'm not over here acting like my state is innocent, but New York, what the fuck is going on? Shit. Come on, New York. Come on, New York. So, not Bruce, not LA. Don't put LA. Put San Francisco. Nah, LA and San Francisco, way different politics. California politics, don't be so, no. Chill, Bruce, chill. California politics is controlled by San Francisco, not LA. You can't name the last LA mayor that became governor, but you can name a few San Francisco mayors who became either governor or heads of state. Kamala Harris, Bay Area. She got to be she got to be in the senator of California, because she's from the Bay. Dianne Feinstein, Barbara Boxer, they're both Bay Area. Nancy Pelosi, that's Bay Area. The San Francisco Bay controls California politics, not LA. All right? Let's get that straight, brother. What's up, Miss AP? Yeah, Montel Williams. Oh yeah, she was with Montel Williams. Come out of here. Yep. But LA politicians don't really make their way up through the state, you know. One of the best mayors LA had was Mayor Reardon. He didn't get to do shit at the state level. Tom Bradley, none of them. Pete Wilson, former governor, Bay Area. The Bay Area controls California politics. All right? But this is the year of exposure, and I've been telling people along. Make sure you're walking in alignment and in step. Like we can't be mistreating people, man. And if you're the kind of person that mistreats people, stop. Start by treating yourself right. You can only treat others how you treat yourself. And hurt people. Those who mistreat others have a certain level of self-disdain they have to address. I was listening to an Art of Dialogue interview with Gene Deal. Gene Deal is a former security guard for Puff when he was named Puff Daddy, but Puffy. But Gene Deal talked about in one of those interviews how he heard Puffy basically curse his own mother. And Gene had to tell Puffy, like, nah, bruh. Don't be talking about your mama like that in front of me. They ain't how we, nah. No, that's not how a real player get down. You don't curse your mother. And my point of view and what I'm saying with that is this. Any man that curses his own mama has a high level of self-disdain. That's a high level of self-disdain to curse your own mom. So, in his inner bitterness between his own two ears, he expresses that towards other people. Yeah, Big Gene. Gene has been going in on Puffy. And I've never paid attention to Gene's interviews. I just started paying attention to Reggie White's interviews probably like this past summer. And I just started getting into Gene's interviews in the last maybe 2 months. I've never really cared too much about that Tupac case and all that stuff. Because the way I see it, the nigga that pulled the trigger ain't necessarily the killer. Although it might be some certain Negroes who pulled the trigger, they aren't the people who killed Tupac. The same way the niggas that pulled the trigger weren't the ones that killed Malcolm X. The same way Ford, the man who pulled the trigger, wasn't the person that killed Abraham Lincoln. Just like the person they accused Lee Harvey Oswald, just like Lee Harvey Oswald, even though he wasn't the trigger man, if he was a trigger man, allegedly, he still wasn't the person that killed Kennedy. When you see these high level people, Dr. King, the white boy that they say killed him, I don't focus on those people. I don't focus. Yeah, Shitty Cuz is the one that pulled the trigger on Nipsey Hussle. Yep. But I don't focus on the trigger man. I focus on the scenario and situations surrounding these people's deaths, and who possibly I look at who stood to benefit the most of killing these landmark, hallmark people, and it's never the people you see or that are accused of pulling the trigger. And I know I'm sure I'm going to get somebody that's going to be like, I don't believe in conspiracies. All the conspiracy is two people coming together and creating a plan, you fucking dummy. So if you say you don't believe in conspiracies, all I'm going to say is God bless you. That's all I'm going to say is God bless you if you don't believe in conspiracies, because all a conspiracy is two people coming together and creating a plan. If you and I got together and said, hey, we're going to go to dinner tonight, but don't tell Jonathan that we're going to dinner, that's a conspiracy. So when people going around talking about something, I don't believe in conspiracies. Conspiracies don't require your belief, you fucking idiot. They just are. Like, people, niggas really be thinking they believe it means something. I don't believe in. Nigga, it's a lot of shit you don't believe in. And usually the number one thing is yourself, nigga. Don't nobody give a fuck what you believe in. Nigga, you ever notice that niggas stop a whole goddamn conversation about something constructive, a bigger conversation about, nigga, be trying to, break down something. And it's always that one nigga that always want to stop the conversation with what they believe. Man, fuck you and your belief. I mean it. You old attention-starved ass niggas. You don't have to believe in a conspiracy for it to be true. Somebody's put the thumbs down. That thumbs down was what your daddy put down when he drew down on your mama. That's what that was. Whoever put that thumbs down, they said, hell nah. This bitch smell like spoiled greens. I'm good. Thumbs down. And he walked out of your life forever, homie. I'm just having fun. Anyway. Anyway, back to this exposure. So we're dealing with this high level of this exposure that's going on in the world, and it has to happen. This world it's been a lot of bullshit going on. Like, for one, I'm happy for it. I do believe a lot of these people who are exposing folks 30 years later, I'm going to go so far as say I think half of them are full of shit. They had a situation that happened 30 years ago. It didn't turn out the way they wanted. They mad, and now they ready to sue. I do believe that. I believe all things are true. I also believe some of these niggas are really scumbags. And I'm not really jumping into any of these cases, right? Because first off, all the people that we talking about, I don't give a fuck about any of them. So, good, positive or negative, they just are. So I'm not gonna spend too much time defending any of these niggas because I don't give a fuck. But I'm more so looking at it from a larger point of view. You gotta treat people right. And I'm not saying treating people right is gonna make you all the way protected, because there's some people out there who are just scumbags looking for $1. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we can go a long way when we treat everyone we interact with, treat everybody with love and respect. And it's less likely that 20, 30 years later, people come out and say things about you. Treat everybody with love and respect. From the lowest person on the totem pole to the CEO of the highest Fortune 500 company. Because we can't go into this new age with degenerates. The degenerates have been running society for way too long. It's a new time now. It's a new rhythm. It's a new day. It's new. Scumbags have had like a scumbag. Let's go back to a scumbag like Diddy. I know I've been using him a lot as an example because, hell, why not? People like Diddy, people like Suge Knight. Suge Knight been in jail, so he's out the way. I don't think what Suge. I think when you look into the case of what Suge Knight did, it probably should have been involuntary manslaughter. He's probably gotten 5 years and be out of jail by now. But when you look at all the bullshit that Suge Knight's been doing over the last 30 years, he deserves to be locked up. He used to go through clubs and just jump people for no reason. Abuse of power. Fellas, leaders, that day where you abuse your abuse of power, that's a sin, man. I'm getting the download right now. This is me speaking through download. Ain't nobody fucking with you if you abuse your power, okay? Spirit, society, we're in the Aquarian age where it's time for community, where everyone pulls their own weight. And we live in a more egalitarian, tribal society where people are finding their own tribes and everyone has to pull their weight. But for those who are granted that sacred position of leadership, you cannot abuse it anymore. This message is for somebody out there. I don't know who the fuck, but you cannot abuse your power no more. And those who have been abusing power, they're not dying clean. They're about to pay for that shit. Some of these motherfuckers about to die with shit on their names. You cannot abuse power. Leadership is a sacred position. Misha Bell said, fuck that, we get on Diddy. I love my chat room. Y'all fools. But we're at a time, you can't abuse power, man. If you've been bestowed a position of leadership, even if that leadership, if you're the head janitor and you got 2 janitors under you, treat that position as sacred. To be a leader is a sacred position. Everybody's not called to lead. Leadership is a position of service. If you're going to lead somebody, you must first be willing. You must be the first servant. The leader is the servant. The head servant. That's the leader's job, is to serve. Meet the needs of those who are helping you meet your ultimate need through their work, through their assistance under your tutelage. That's sacred, man. And we as black men, this is more spirit download than I'm getting. This is for us black men. That whole abuse of power thing, that's a white folks thing, man. We can't get in position and do what they do. Matter of fact, because what happens is a lot of time black folks get into a position of leadership, Diddy, and you want to treat the black people under you the way white folks treat black people. It's double damnation on you niggas that want to act like pseudo white folks. Y'all are going to be double, triple damned. We don't treat each other like that. We don't treat each other like that, man. If you're a man and you've been put into a position to where a woman is under you and she trusts your leadership, that's a sacred position. In the same way of an uncle and a niece, a father and a daughter. You can't be a man that's in a position of leadership and you're using that position of leadership to go around and fuck every woman that's drawn and magnetized to your leadership. You got fellas, we got to see it different. Too many men have gotten to the point to where they get a certain level of leadership, and when you're in a leadership position, women are drawn to you. It's very easy for those lines to be blurred. That's why, as a leader, it's on you to treat that position as sacred. You don't abuse that. You don't take her faithfulness and her loyalty like a lot of these pork chop ass, punk ass preachers, and then use it to drain her of her money. You don't drain a woman of her resources, taking away from her children, just because she likes the way you lead or talk. Too many men do that. Prey on our black women, taking their money. Now take the money and provide that or a service or a source. That's all good. But taking that money and now you want to go at, like, look at this shit going on right now with you seen what's going on? This nigga Dr. Umar over here talking about his I give Sukihana throwing that nigga the pussy. And you see that nigga crumbling in front of us. Talk about some exposure. I'm not gonna play the video, but this nigga Dr. Umar is giving Sukihana way too much exposure to play. A woman that, by all accounts, has sort of boxed out the baby's father from seeing his child. You got niggas that are leading, that are creating more single homes. You got a position of leadership where these women entrust you because you got something good to say, and you're taking that power and you're using that power to create more single moms. That's that bullshit, fellas. Them days of the pastor and the man with some leadership abusing his power. Now, I'm not saying, look, sex is a natural thing. So I'm not saying certain people won't. Like, some people may actually develop relationships and it's going to be on the up and up between them and the people that, I ain't talking about the people who are on the up and the up. I'm not here to judge nobody's situation. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. It may not come that way. It may come off that way, but I'm really not trying to judge nobody's situation. I'm saying we got to be cautious and we got to check our intentions. We got to check our intentions. And we must have pure intentions. I'm over here trying to talk. Man, this goddamn chat room. I can't be looking. I don't look at the chat room. Y'all niggas are funny as hell. Hula Gang said 3 or 4 is the Dr. Umar's fan base. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. But so we're going into an 8 of hearts year. So that means physical attraction, physical sexual exposés will be coming out next year as we go into next year's 8 of hearts year. So those are that, but that's my rant and rant. I know I went off on a rant. My bad, but that just came to me through spirit, y'all. Like, we can't be abusing power, and we have to take power and leadership as a sacred position and treat it as such. It's a very sacred position. And if you stumble and fall, make sure that you pay recompense. That's what this is about. These dudes, not all these dudes that we see getting exposed, not all of them are gonna go to jail. But you are gonna have to pay recompense for your actions. I'm over here looking at some of these so-called niggas online defending Diddy, saying that, oh, she's only in it for the money and blase, blase, blase. Well, that's part of the deal. You fuck up, you pay. And money, cash, coin, is the currency of our society. We don't live in the 5,000 years ago when they bartered with seashells. We live in a money economy. We don't live in a country. We don't live in a world that barters. We live in a bartering world. I mean, we don't live in a bartering world. We live in a money world. So you fuck up, you will have to pay. And next year being an Eight of Hearts year, that's money. People gonna be paying out the ass. Appreciate that great black shirt. So, but that message just keeps coming through to me. Like, leadership, we're now. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, yeah, okay. Sorry about that, y'all. My wife is leaving now. I had to say something to my wife real fast. I love Isha. Oh, I love that woman. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to the show this past Wednesday with me and Tashina Arnold. It was a dope ass show, man. And we did for those of you who were there, we did a dedication to my father-in-law, Mr. James Carmichael. And I played some of the video. My wife recorded it, some of it on her phone, and I played it for him yesterday. And he really, 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 really enjoyed it. And I felt so goddamn good to play his music, have T sing it. My wife sitting right there on the front row recording it. And he got to see it. Man. It was so dope. It was so dope. It was so dope. But anyway, I got a flight. I'm just saying, I got a flight this time tomorrow. I'm checking in my flight. But that's what it's about. Hell yeah, Diddy about to file Chapter 11. Ben Frank. Oh yeah, I saw that in the cards. You fool, back shark. Oh yeah, exposing Diddy, man. Look. So out of all the people that I've talked about today, do y'all want me to get anyone's cards, or do you want me to call, or do y'all want me to get any of y'all cards? Something in me is saying to look into. I'm gonna look into Jimmy Iovine. Whose cards do y'all want me to read? Jimmy Iovine? Which one of these people I put up? Jimmy Iovine keeps coming to me. What's Jimmy Iovine's birthday? March 11th. 1953. March 11th. 1953. 1953. All right. Oh yeah, Eric Adams. Yeah, I think I will. Eric Adams is a good one. Okay, let's go. But I'm gonna start off with Jimmy Iovine. Oh shit! Is Jimmy Iovine is a Queen of Diamonds, and we're in a Queen of Diamonds month. Let's go into, let me see here. Let me pull up Jimmy Iovine. Let me pull this motherfucker up. Here we go. These are Jimmy Iovine's cards. Oh, I see something right away. Jimmy Iovine is going into his Saturn years. And his Saturn card is a 7 of clubs, card of lawsuits. Jimmy Iovine has spent a lot of his career in courtrooms, unbeknownst to a lot of us, suppressing careers, pushing up other ones, using court battles to keep people, sign these people to these really bad contracts and not release them. So Jimmy Iovine, that 7 of clubs in Saturn, this tells me right now, he's going into a season of a lot of the bad karma that he's been putting out within the music industry. Jimmy's about to have to start paying for that. Jimmy Iovine is about to start paying for that. Because let me tell you something. Our music is sacred. And there have been people, it's going to be a lot of people in the music industry overall being exposed because music is sacred. And it's been a lot of people who's been responsible for corrupting our sound on purpose. Your Jimmy Iovines, your Puff Daddies, Leor Cohen, Clive Davis. Clive Davis is another motherfucker too who ain't gonna get out of here clean. Clive Davis has been a miser. He's been a degenerate. He's been somebody who's been, ever since Clive Davis has been around, he's been responsible for stripping away and taking away and fucking off of our sound. So Clive Davis, something telling me Spirit said, his ass got something coming too. These people who've been bastardizing our music for nefarious means and nefarious, these motherfuckers got, we watch. Ooh, shit is coming to me. A lot of these people who've been corrupting our sound are not gonna die humbly and cleanly. Their bullshit will get exposed. That's what it's looking like. Let me go back. Now let me go into, let's go into Jimmy Iovine's year. Let's go into his year. I'm about to put his yearly spread up there on the screen for y'all to see, because his birthday. Let's see what's going on with Jimmy Iovine's year. Okay, I'm on print screen so I can show y'all that. Woompty wham, boomty bam, clank, 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 cloud. All right, and I'm put this other one on screen. Let me see here. Let me go to his 7 year. Let me go to that nigga 7 year. He's 70 years old. He's going to that phase of his life, and he's a queen of diamonds. Let's see what's about to happen with this motherfucker. Oh yeah, he about to get exposed. Yeah. If I was somebody on Jimmy Iovine's team, I'd be like, look, bruh, you might want to start paying it forward for some of your sins, my dude, because you got a lot of karma coming your way, Mr. Iovine. This is Jimmy Iovine's 7 year spread. This is what it's looking like. All right. This is what it's looking like. Now, peep game. Okay. King of Diamonds in business. Queen of Spades in Mars. That tells me Jimmy Iovine's about to be facing some judgments. Now, I'm not sure how much don't get me wrong, people like Jimmy Iovine, he's white. A lot of his drama will not play out over the news. We're gonna have to follow him over the next few years, because a lot of this stuff is gonna get played out in quiet. It's gonna get played out in court, but don't expect the news to really expose Jimmy Iovine, to put him out there. They're gonna be using the niggas, Diddy, We're going to be hearing a lot about Diddy in the next few years. We're going to be hearing stuff come up about a lot of your black men. But Jimmy, that creep has a lot coming his way. See that Queen of Spades in Mars? That tells me that he's going to be facing judgment for whatever karma he's put out. And from what I hear, it hasn't been much good karma. King of Diamonds in Venus means it's going to attack his finances. His finances are going to be attacked. I don't see jail time. Jimmy Iovine's not going to jail. Don't expect nothing like that. He's not about to get Harvey Weinsteined. He's not about to, and they're not going to play out too much of what happens. But he has a cosmic lesson. That's the judgment card, the King of Spades, and a Mars, the Queen of Spades. He's facing judgments. And these tens are going to go, like a 10 of diamonds, he's going out his money. So Jimmy Iovine better watch it. It's just the beginning for him. And then he has that Saturn card of a Jack of Spades. That's the thief. That's the person that comes through the tape. And it's not always a thief. Jack of Diamonds and Spades, Jack of Spades and Saturn, that doesn't mean thief. That means debt collector. So he's not about to get money stolen. He's about to get money that he stole, or the equivalent of what he's taken. He's going to have to pay. This Jack of Spades and Saturn shows me restitution. That's what that shows me. Jimmy Iovine's about to, he's going through a phase of restitution for a lot. A lot of your people, your small half folks, this is the karma season for them, y'all. I promise you. That's why you black men, you better watch out. Because whenever they face their karma, us black men, we the ones that got to face the public thrashing for they bullshit. So black men, when they go through they shit always falls on our head. So we better be super vigilant. We must stick together. We must be in alignment with the greater good. Okay? Okay? So yeah. And I do my Monday mini readings, although I don't think I'm going to have space for this coming Monday. If you can book for Monday, but I'm going to reschedule you. I'm going to be somewhere else. I'm going to be, but I will be. I'll still, even if you book it, I'll still acknowledge it. I'll just reschedule your day to later on in the week if you want a mini reading. Also, know that, get my readings at breakthroughcards.com. Thank you in the chat room, Star, for that. I'll be forgetting. Go to breakthroughcards.com to book your session. I got a couple sessions coming up next week. And if you've never gotten the reading before, type in the product code 15. Type in the product code first if it's your first reading, or if you're getting a reading the month of your birthday. Type in the product code first, and you get 15% off your hour-long reading. Okay? But anyway, yeah, this is a lot, but it's a lot coming. Now I'm gonna open this up to y'all. Chat room, you can hit the Cash App, or you can call in. I'm gonna give you guys, I'm gonna give some people some insight into what they got coming for their next year. I'm gonna take a couple calls. I'll do a couple Cash Apps, not much, not many, but call in and let's see what's coming your way for next year. Because next year's an 8 of Hearts year. This year's been exposure. Next year is going to be exposure of a lot of people who've done sexually deviant things, because eight Eight of Hearts deals with physical confrontation, physical violence, but it also deals with money and people who've been stealing. 2024, that's the year of exposure for the thief. For the people who've been stealing. 2024 got something for your ass. If you've been a stealing motherfucker, all right now. 2024 ain't playing with you. Damn it, I thought I was about to roll a blunt. I'm out of weed. Fuck. Well, I got weed. It's in the basement, though. Shit. God damn it. I only got enough weed here. I thought I was about to roll a blunt and talk to y'all. I only got enough weed for a pipe. I don't have enough for a blunt. I got to go downstairs and get more weed. Shit. Damn it. Thought about to smoke. Oh, just got a cash app. Just got a cash app. Okay. Somebody wants to know. My cash app just gave me a birthday. Your birthday is 7/21/1991. All right. Oh, 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs. That is the card of lawsuits. 7 of clubs person, you must tell your truth, tell the whole truth, tell nothing but the truth. People who are 7 of clubs, you can say that you can get away with saying basically anything. You can say some people who are 7 of clubs, there are 7 of clubs people fascinate me. Because these are the ones you will see them say some shit that you'll see, like if somebody else, you ever had that one friend that be like, they say things, you know, if you said it, you get your ass whooped, but they say it and it kind of like gets over, and you be like, how in the hell did they say that? And nobody shot their motherfucking asses. That's a 7 of clubs person. The thing is, as a 7 of clubs, you must use your 7 of clubs powers for the greater good, for the highest intention. You know, tell the truth for the highest intention of good. Don't use it to cut, because people who are 7 of clubs can oftentimes use their wittiness and cleverness and their ability to say things, slick things. You'll use that ability to cut people. Make sure you don't do that. Use your abilities as 7 of clubs to uplift, elevate, and to call out those who are being who have malintent. All right. All right. Yeah. Somebody, Dre, you said free Ja Morant. What's going on with Ja Morant? Is Ja Morant gonna make it? How long is Ja Morant suspended from the NBA? How long is Ja Morant suspended? Let me know. But yeah, this isn't the time for 7 of clubs person. Make sure that your intentions on the up and up. All right. Cool. Now somebody said they wanted somebody actually just cash at me to read Eric Adams. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take the cash app to read Eric Adams. All right. Eric Adams' birthday is September 1st, 1960. Old Jeffrey Osborne looking ass nigga. All right, got a cash app to read Eric. Oh, Eric Adams is a 10 of diamonds. Oh, shit. I know at least one of my listeners out there know what the 10 of diamonds is. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. I know somebody listening to me live knows about that damn 10 of diamonds. Let's see here. 10 of diamonds. This is Eric Adams. This is Eric Adams. He is a 10 of diamonds. So that means he's somebody that needs to be in front of everybody. He's a star. And here's the downside of 10 of diamonds. The 10 of diamonds, they love exposure so much that they'll cut their nose and spite their face for some limelight. And while at the same time with that 5 of hearts in Saturn, very emotionally unstable. But that 10 of diamonds sun card, they play the position of stability. They look like everything's in order, but underneath it's not. And then he has an ace of hearts in Venus. That's the perpetual child. It needs it's like a child when it comes to attention. Very needy. Eric Adams is he is somebody who isn't like, he's also a former cop too. Underneath that hard bravado cop shell lies a very insecure person. I mean, he may be now in this point of his life, I'm sure he's a lot more mature. But the accusation was from 1993. That will put him back 30 years ago. He was born in 1960. That means he's 50. He's 63. So that means he was 33. So that means he was firm in his Mars years, Ace of Diamonds. Hey, see that Ace of Diamonds up there where it says Mars? See, when I do readings, I can go back in different eras of your life and tell you how you were and how that era of your life shaped and molded you to where you are right now. So if the alleged incident happened 30 years ago, that would put him firmly at the age of 33, which would put him in his Mars years. Your Mars years are the ages of 26 through 39. 26 to 39, that 13-year cycle of your Mars years. And in that Mars years, he was an Ace of Diamonds. And the Ace of Diamonds only gives a fuck about itself. Eric Adams was a major prick back then, I'm sure. He was an asshole. He's somebody who on a surface level presented as one strong, in control, got together man. But underneath it all, that brother was hella insecure, needy of attention, and willing to do whatever it took to get whatever he wanted. So whatever privileges Eric Adams took during that time while he was still a cop, that may be coming back to him. I don't know. We'll see how the cards play out, shall we? Let's see. Oh, brother, I just got a cash app from Art. 08, 09, 1990. 4 of diamonds. Let me tell you something, Art. And then next up is going to be Jordan. After Art, it's going to be Jordan in the cash app. This is for Art. 4 diamonds. 1990s, that means, oh, now you're 33. You're in the position where Eric Adams was. You and your Mars years, Art. Sister Club Mars. That means you're figuring it out. See, for a 4 diamonds person, you're coming into your own. You're in a season, you're preparing, let me say this, August 9th. You're preparing yourself right now for your 40s. Because 4 diamonds people really start to really shine and take off as they get into their 40s. Because that's a card of stability, the card of a foundation. So the foundation has to go through the most rigorous testing and fortifying process. Has to go through more of that than any other part of the building, because the foundation, you know, it controls, and the integrity of the foundation determines how high the building can be built. So right now on August 9th, your integrity is being tested. You're being put through the ringer. you're being pushed and things are happening to where you're questioning things and you're getting told to be. You're getting a lot of things that you thought you've been secure with are you're starting to get challenged, and it can seem weird. Just stick to your challenges, brother. Stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with it. You're on the right path, and stick to where you're going through. You're just being tested right now. That's all. Stick to your principles. Next up, Jack of Diamonds. Who the fuck is calling me? I ain't people be calling. Somebody calling me from Maryland. I don't know nobody from no goddamn Maryland. Okay, so Jack of Diamonds. Okay, so this. Oh, you said for 2024. Okay. Let me go through my grand solar spreads and see where you are in your solar spread. You said you want a reading for 2024. Okay. And your birthday is August 2nd, 1996. This person gave a very generous donation, so they're going to get a very generous reading. Let me see, August 2nd, 1996. Let's see here, you're a Leo. Stubborn motherfuckers are Leos. No disrespect. Leos are cool as hell, but Leos are some stubborn motherfuckers. Stubborn motherfuckers. Okay. Jordan, all right. All right, let me pull up your year on screen, and then we're going to get to closing it out because I ain't going to be here all day. I still have to pack. I still got to pack. I'm running y'all mouth. I'm about to be gone. I ain't packed. No, not that card spread. That's your. Here you go. I want to give you your yearly card spread. Are you in the Three of Hearts year? All right. You're in the Three of Hearts year, Jordan. So that means to tell me keep your options open. Don't be bound to nobody and no one. Three of Hearts is keeping your options open. You know, don't get tied down to one relationship. One thing is this is a time for you to be out there learning. So Three of Hearts is definitely it's a relationship, but it's a relationship involving more than one person. And that doesn't mean just physical relationship, that just means overall. It just means to keep your options open, all right? Your environment is a Two of Diamonds. So that does mean partnerships is in your environment, but your partnerships are going to look like more. They're going to be more than just one person. They're going to be communal, 3 and above. Transformation of Three of Diamonds. Well, all these 3s in your spread, I'm seeing all these 3s. It tells me you're also going to have like you're going to deal with like a lot of petty issues this year. People coming to you with petty problems, petty issues, petty fights. The theme of the year for you this year is going to be petty. Petty, 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 petty. Watch out for pettiness. All right? You got to watch out for that. Ace of Spades displacement, that means new beginnings. You're 27 years old. It's about time. Things about to be starting out a little different for you this year. I mean, things are going to be moving a little different for you this year. And then the year moving forward. Be open and embrace the differences and what's coming your way. That's not the same as it used to be because you're growing right now, all right? And then you got that Queen of Hearts rewards that tells me you're going to look for emotional satisfaction is within the cards for you. That's how you're going to know when you're on the right path, you're going to be emotionally satisfied. Or if you're emotionally frustrated, that means you're going to have to change up some things. All right? But yeah, this is the year of exposure, and next year. Oh, also, Jordan, one more thing. 7 of clubs peak. That tells me that you have to stand up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. At work or wherever. But that tells something's telling me that something's gonna be coming your way, and you're gonna have to be your own advocate. You're gonna have to be your own lawyer. You're gonna be the person that speaks up for yourself, and you'll find. So, if something happens this year where it's a lot going on, you need to be your own best advocate. Okay. Hey, you got a lot of threes. You got 3 of spades, and Mercury, and a 3 of hearts and Mars. Yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of petty shit. 5 of club, 5 of spades in Uranus, Ace of clubs in Neptune. Lara, yeah. Jordan, just be focused this year on your greater goal, because it's gonna be a lot of petty things that's gonna be around here, that's gonna be happening this year to you, to get you thrown off your square, to get you thrown off your goal. Stay focused. Oh man. Some Netta J come on all up in here, and when we about to, YouTube be sending out the goddamn notifications all late. But welcome. Welcome to everybody. But there we go. That was it. This is a year, man. I'm gonna do 2024. That reading show is coming to you sometime in maybe the first week of December. The 2024 reading show predictions. But this year has been, I told y'all last year, this is the 7 of hearts year. This is the year of exposure, and it's going into hyperdrive as we get towards the end of the year. It's going to continue to 2008. But as we get in 2008, a lot of your sexual deviants are going to be exposed, and a lot of your financial deviants, the people who've been stealing from us. That's going to be real interesting. That's going to be real interesting next year to see that. That's going to be real interesting. CEOs who've been people who are over our utility systems, our public transportation systems, those people who've been stealing the money. A lot of their bullshit, shall we say, is going to be coming out over the next few days, okay? Not few days, over the next year. So be ready for that, y'all. Okay? Be ready for that. Be ready for that. All right? Yeah, get your reading in. For those of you, if it's the month of your birthday, type in the product code FIRST for a 15% discount. If you've never gotten the reading before, type in the same product code FIRST. That'll give you 15% off your first reading. And that same product code also, I have it programmed to also work for your birthday. All right? So just make sure that you guys are in alignment. Make sure that you are, who you say you are. Make sure that your intentions are pure. Again, I don't say perfect. Ain't no fucking perfect person. Don't try to be perfect, and don't look for protection in other people. I said protection. Don't look for perfection in other people. You ain't gonna be perfect. Don't look for perfection. Not gonna find perfection in people. Look for purity of intent. Be pure in your intention. Be pure in your intentions. Let me say it again. Be pure in your intentions. And I think if we stick to that, we'll be okay. All right? I want to thank y'all again for listening. I'm about to get up out of here. Remember this. There are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. My name is Dewan. We out.